Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Code This Not That. Today we will be discussing on object-oriented programming. First, we'll create an array of students with few courses added to each one of them. These courses will contain few keys that will be associated to different arrays. For instance, we'll be having skills and lessons. Skills array will have skills similar to beginner, pro, advanced. Lessons will have lesson details. This might scale over time, it might not, we may not know. So now let's create a function to associate the objects together to the student array. Obviously we'll be tempted to use the smart one-liners that we came across in the previous lecture, but let's see how it goes. We'll start with a function that maps the student array, and we'll destructure for name and the courses. Now let's return an object. I think name doesn't require much to do, but when it comes to courses it might be undefined sometimes. So we'll just use a condition to check for undefined values, and we'll return an empty array so that it doesn't throw any error. We can use map now safely. This will again be destructured for id and level. This could be compared against the skills and lessons respectively, and these two arrays could be objects could be destructured so that it can be combined into a single object. Now as you can see, this already looks like a good and clean approach, but even though it returns the requirement, this function is a bit rigid and might break at multiple scenarios, and it is definitely not scalable. So here comes a different approach, the use of class, which is highly scalable and is most suited for object-oriented programming. A class usually starts with capital, and it has a constructor that takes in few arguments, which in our case will be name and courses. So this can be instantiated and saved to the class, and also we can have a fail-safe approach with the null checks. Like we can instantiate it with the empty array initially. As far as the coding logic goes, it remains the same, like how we map the courses and skills. But also there is an alternate approach where we can inherit the properties of the course and lesson, and with that approach, all these code that we are writing now, like mapping the id level, this could be avoided, and even this could be turned into a scalable way using inheritance, which we will be looking on in upcoming lectures. So for now we are just going to use the map lessons, and even this could be instantiated at the time of object creation. Now in order to get the detail, we can have getters. So this will return the exact object. So as you can see, it is a well organized approach here. Now we can use this class to instantiate a student with the params, like as you can see in constructor, it is going to be the name and the courses. So we definitely have a cleaner approach here. This can also be used in map in order to get the list of students. So you can see we already get the same set of expected output. So the key takeaways here are: one-line codes are not always a feasible solution. It's good to stick to a scalable approach, and you can refer to some of the advantages I came across in using class in my day-to-day approach. There is much more to it, which we can see in TypeScript these days, and frameworks like Angular leaning to class-based approach clearly shows that what to code and what not. Do you see more advantages or disadvantages that should make to this list? Do leave a comment. If you like this video, do leave a thumbs up and share, and do subscribe to this channel for more updates. This is Suren signing off.